channel Glam by Catty. For today's video, I will be recreating this burgundy with gold glitter fall inspired look right here. So if you want to see how I achieved this, then just keep watching. My base and I'm currently baking right now, and it is the exact same steps and products I ended up using as my last video, so I will post it somewhere on the screen and make sure to check that out. And we will just go on ahead and get started with the eyeshadow look. So for today's fall inspired look, we will be using the 35C Everyday Chic palette by Morphe. It is this one right here. And can we just talk about these nails for a second, guys? I just got my real nails are finally long enough, so I'm super happy about that. I will link a short video on the screen, that way you can see them, and make sure you check out My Nail Lady if you live in the Texas area. So this is the palette right here, and if you do not own this palette, just use similar shadows, and we'll be getting into this top shadow right here. It's like a light mauve color as our transition. Then this deep burgundy shadow in your outer V, and then we'll be cutting the crease today and applying this gold shimmer shadow, and last this Icy Pearl as our highlight. So that is all you will need today. If you do not own this palette, just use shadows with a similar shade, and let's get you guys zoomed in and started with this eyeshadow look. So now that we are nice and zoomed in, and excuse my brows, they are finally growing in. I have been using coconut oil like you guys have recommended, and it's doing amazing. But first we are going to be dipping into that light mauve shadow on just a fluffy brush, and this one's from Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it, but I love their brushes because they're such good quality and very affordable. And I'm just taking that shadow and just blending it in all over the crease. Once you have that mauve shadow, I'll blend it out in my crease like so. I'm going to take that deep burgundy shadow on just a small crease brush, and it's just a Morphe one. It doesn't have a number on it, but I'm just going to take it and apply it to the outer half of my eye. Once you have that deep burgundy shadow packed on the outer half of your eye and in your lower V area as well, I'm going to go back in with that same fluffy brush we used for the mauve transition shadow, and I'm going to start to slowly blend out those edges. That way there's no harsh lines, and then in between also to give it a nice gradient. That burgundy shadow is all nice and blended out. Now it is time to cut the crease, since we're doing a cut crease eye look. And I'm going to be taking my favorite concealer, which is this e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer, and I use the shade Fair Beige. And I'm just going to take it on a flat concealer brush, and this is just one by Morphe. It's the M124. Once your crease is cut, and I have to take mine a little higher because of my hooded eyes to give me the illusion of a bigger eye, and that way whenever I open it all the way you can see the eyeshadow on top. It's a little tip for hooded eyes. And I'm just using a flat blending eye brush, and I'm going to be taking that mauve shadow and packing it on the outer half of the eye, because we're going to start deepening our outer V more with that burgundy shadow, but I want some transition in there, so first I'm going to pack on that mauve. that mauve shadow packed on the outer half, now we're going to dip back into that deep burgundy shadow. It's just a pointed crease brush, and I'm just going to pack it on the ends, blending into that mauve shadow, but I'm staying on the outer half of my V to deepen it up. So once I have that burgundy shadow packed on, and it looks a little crazy right now, so we need to go in and blend it into the mauve. So I'm just taking that same flat brush that I used to apply the mauve shadow. I'm going to start to blend them in together, that way it has a nice gradient. Now it's time to set the front of the lid, and I'm going to be dipping into that gold shimmer shadow, and it's more champagne-y. It's like a light gold, and I'm just taking that on a Morphe flat crease brush. So I'm just going to pack it on. It for the lid. Time to smoke out the lower lash line, and I'm just going to be taking that deep burgundy shadow on a small flat lower lash line brush. I wanted to make the gold pop a little more because it's subtle right now. So I'm going to be using the Too Faced Glitter Pop Peel Off Liner, and it is this gold right here. It's super beautiful, and it's in the shade Lucky Bitch on top of the gold. The eye is all complete. I'm going to take my favorite brush for inner corner highlight, and that is the Morphe M152, and dipping into that icy white shadow for my inner corner, and I'm just popping that highlight on. So I went on ahead and applied my go-to lash, which is the Baddie Bees in Saucy. So this is the completed eye right here, and I could not help myself. I had to pop on a little bit of that gold glitter liner just to tie everything in. And last is the lip, and I will be applying my favorite liquid lipstick, which are the JEFFREE Star. It is in the shade Androgyny. It is my favorite to use, just a pretty berry burgundy. Completes today's video, this fall inspired burgundy with gold glitter eye look. And if you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and comment down below what look you guys want to see next. I am super excited that Halloween is just around the corner, so probably next week I will start uploading Halloween makeup tutorials. So if there's anything specific you want to see, drop it down below in the comments.